Hey guys, what's going on? It's David again, and today I decided I'm gonna do a video on base reviews because honestly, I'm a critique. I love judging things. I can tell you what's wrong about it and what's right about it. Like that's just my thing. I love doing it. So I'm actually gonna critique my own base today and give it to you guys from a different perspective of how I think everything should be. Now I'm not gonna say oh everything's perfect because I didn't. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say how it truly is. So for one, the thing I do like about this base. Oh, and by the way, guys, I'm gonna use the term "this base" so that you know, um, I'm not saying my base because then everything's gonna be too positive about it. So I'm gonna just say this base and pretend it's not mine. So this base, for the start, looks pretty nice. Level 6 walls, all level 6 walls. That's a good start. The thing I would do though is upgrade to level 7. Definitely, you can never go wrong with not updating your walls. Um, Next, this type of base is honestly considered a trophy base. With this kind of base, you basically want to go for trophies. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna protect my resources. No, because this base has nothing to do with protecting resources, and you can tell it's because of the dark elixir standing on the outside. If I was going to protect my resources, the dark elixir would be put in the middle, surrounded by everything, including the gold and everything, and then the defenses would be around those resources, and then the town hall would be on the outside skirts of the map. It would not be anywhere near where my uh, storages are. So the clan castle is in a good area. It basically defends the side that is less protected because the two cannons are nearly not going to do as much as the two archer towers or the two Teslas. They're not nearly going to do as much, or the barbarian king. Um, but anyway, guys, with my base, honestly, as you can see, I've not gotten 3-star yet, surprisingly, with this base, but I have lost raids. Um, but the thing you have to remember is that sometimes when you get raided by full level 6 troops, there's nothing you can do about that. Obviously, they're going to be really good. So your base has nothing to do with it, especially at like the level I'm at right now, Town Hall level 7. I'm going to be getting attacked by so many high level people because of my trophy count. And I'm not going to drop trophies because of that. Because I've done that before. I dropped 1200 trophy. I dropped to 1200 and it took forever to get out of Silver League. Jesus Christ, that was probably the worst time of my life. I'm not even gonna lie, it was terrible. But for now, I'm just gonna try to stay Gold 2, Gold 1. I really want to get to 2,000 trophies. That's my goal. We'll see how that works out. Um, but yeah, you can't go wrong honestly with using this base. As I said, surprisingly, I've not gotten 3-starred, and that's a real surprise. But the key thing you guys got to use when doing a base, honestly, would be distance. Distance is how long it takes to get from one side of the map to the other. So, say you place a giant somewhere, and say you place it next to those two elixir collectors to the right with the black arrow pointing down next to the spring traps. Say you place a giant right there. You want it to go through the wall, hit the wizard tower. All right. Problem is, it's gonna take a while for the giant to get there. Giants are slow. You're gonna have that archer tower right there. It's getting rebuilt. But you're gonna have that archer tower right there, picking it off as it goes by, and that archer tower has pretty high damage, and it's not gonna let go that easy. But you also need mini distractions to spring traps that will give the defenses some time to work harder, and put more damage into whatever is attacking. The bombs, it's kind of like a distraction, it'll push them away from the defense. It won't necessarily kill them, but it will push them away. Um, but the time it takes from a giant, for example, to go into the wall through the defense, it's a pretty long time, and you have to make that time not short. You have to make sure that time is extremely long for the giant or whatever troop they're using to get from point A to point B. That's what you gotta look for when doing a base or when judging a base. This base is honestly perfect for that because by the time it gets through those purple walls, You know, you see how they're like layered out on that edge? And that's because most people would want to go there because that seems like the weakest spot. But in fact, with those two spring traps there, Wizard Tower, the Mortar, the Archer Tower picking them off, it's going to really slow them down. And wall breakers, even if they go for it, if you have three layered walls, you're going to need a lot more than 4 or 5 wall breakers to get through this whole defense if you're actually going for 100%. If you get to where the town hall is in this base, yeah, you're gonna probably take out the Teslas, but you're gonna definitely run out of time. I guarantee you. Because the guy that got 91% on me, that was a full 3 minutes of raiding. Now just imagine. And my Barbarian King wasn't even there to defend. It was actually regenerating. So, and don't forget, I still have 2 Archer Towers upgrading. So this isn't 100% of my defense right now. And the air defense, I'm not really worried about because the guy did not use air troops. But if he did, then I'd say, all right, maybe if my air defense was a little higher, then everything would be all right. But honestly, uh, to me, when I first made this base, I got it off this app. It's called Clash Tactics, and you guys could like search it up if you want. But what it does is like you put your town hall in, and then you could see different base layouts. And I kind of got this inspiration from that app, and honestly, I get a lot of my base inspirations from that. And then I kind of just add my own little tweaks to them. You know what I mean? Um, but like, say you have like Town Hall level 9, Town Hall level 8, Town Hall level 2, whatever the case may be, you will find base layouts. People like you that will rate it and say, oh, you know, I really like this base. You know, those are their opinions. But um, the people who, for example, let's say, oh, you know, I can make my own base. They're just gonna like put everything in a box, and then they're gonna be like, oh, you know, it should be good to defend because by the time the wall breakers get through it, you know, this, and that. No, that makes no sense whatsoever. And I know that doesn't make sense because I just tried to explain it and it made no sense. So boxing out stuff doesn't necessarily mean it's a good base. Um, Main reason for that is because if I have a dragon, the walls do not matter at all. Um, Even with the P.E.K.K.A, honestly, walls do not matter. P.E.K.K.A will take out a wall pretty fast. Level 3 P.E.K.K.A. But air units, no chance. Does not matter how you do your base. And that's the thing people don't realize. They think everything's going to be on the ground, but they don't think about the air units. You got to think about everything all in one. And this base is a true example of that. I'm not going to lie. If I were to rate this base a 1 out of 10, it would be 8.5, guys. Alright, guys, thanks for watching, and please subscribe. See ya.